Ladies and gentlemen, the American jury and Bulldog Nation, I had dinner with a dear friend of mine the other night at Walt's Hitching Post, and this individual became a friend of mine by virtue of his being the main lender for Deters Law throughout the Durrani legal battle. And he continues to be the chief lender to the Deters law firm causes. This is somebody who has helped law firms all across the state of Kentucky. All across the state of Kentucky. And he said something to me that blew me away. He said to me, Eric, do you realize that Deters Law case inventory is the most incredible thing I have ever seen? And that all these other law firms across the state of Kentucky that do the type of work that you do don't have a fraction of the cases that you have, that Deters Law has. Not a fraction. And what Deters Law has is over 500 cases against Dr. Durrani in the hospitals. We now have hundreds of cases related to all different facets of the vaccine. We have 2 massive billing fraud class actions. One's already been certified. We have other class action lawsuits. We have a smorgasbord of cases against doctors and healthcare systems for medical corporate fraud. We have an inventory of personal injury cases. We have an inventory of medical malpractice cases. We have more medical malpractice cases than any law firm in the tri-state or the state of Kentucky, and it's not even close. Now, it filled me with great pride because we have all of that because of me. Because of me. I'm the rainmaker and I'm the manager. And it's a great honor that so much trust has been placed upon us, and I have great gratitude for that. And it's also one big middle finger to the KBA and all of my legal enemies. I mean, it's incredible. I just want to tell all of you, thank you, thank you. And again, email me, text me if something fell through the cracks. Apologize, I'm on it like green on grass. I'll make sure it gets done for you. The other thing that I just want to say is that the Durrani litigation, which is ongoing, there was 4 major settlements, but there's still a lot of work to be done, just continues to amaze me how the system has betrayed these folks. But justice is coming. Justice delayed is justice denied, but delayed justice is better than no justice. I now want to cover some other things that are in the news. First, Ben Dusing. It's came out of the Courier-Journal. It's now in the Enquirer front page today. And Ben Dusing, it's sad beyond belief because Ben Dusing is correct when he talks about the corrupt family domestic relations system. I mean, I've heard it all. I had a lawyer come to me years ago and saying how Judge Mailing did pre-trial rulings without the parties being present. And then he comes out, I mean, just some crazy stuff, and he's retiring. The problem is Ben Dusing has not been able to keep it together. There's a difference between fighting like hell, like I do, and crossing that line. I might cross the line of the bar, who cares? But you can't cross the line of the law. I mean, I watched that video. There can be no interpretation other than Ben Dusing verbally threatened, not just to like ruin them. There's no other interpretation that Ben Dusing threatened to harm people. Not good. Not good at all. I mean, for example, in all my battles and woes against all these culprits, from Maureen O'Connor to Jane Herrick to Judge Schweikert, I can't stand them. I've cursed. You've never seen me say anything that could be interpreted as a violent or physical threat. And Ben Dusing did that. He sunk. It's sad, but he sunk. Sunk. And the other thing about Ben is I just know too much about his behavior in those underlying domestic relations cases. But for his personal behavior in those underlying cases and him going across the line, Ben Dusing would be a natural ally of mine. But he's not. By the way, he's having, this is interesting, he claims to be having on December 16th from 6 to 8, a kind of like a gathering of like-minded people to talk to them. Ought to be interesting. 3 major trials are underway in this country that I want to comment on. Maxwell, Ghislaine Maxwell, Epstein's right-hand gal. A pilot testified about what he heard and knew. One of the victims, she's toast. She is toast. And they're trying to spin this. She's being considered the culprit just because Epstein is dead. The evidence is going to just be overwhelming against her. She's sick. She's sick. Diabolical sex little party that they had going. Jesse Smollett, he's also toast. Came out in the prosecution that he did a trial run the day before. What's his baloney defense? That's what I want to comment on. His defense is going to be, they tricked him. They tricked him. Really? How do you get tricked into a scam? And the reason why he's fighting so hard is he knows he's toast with this. You know, so both of these lawyers, it's like when your goose is cooked, you got no choice, you don't want to take a plea, and you got to hope for some kind of goofy jury madness. Like you either get a hung jury, you get some weird acquittal, or there's so much error that it'll get reversed and you delay things and everything else. In the last major trial, Elizabeth Holmes from Theranos, complete fraudulent con. You can sum it up like this. She built a company around an idea that a little pinprick blood test, you could get immediate blood results. Complete fraud. And she is also trying to deflect and blah, blah, blah. Break down on the stand, said somebody made her have sex with them, blah, blah, blah. Again, all 3 of these people, folks, are toast. Toast. Their only chance, hung jury, some wacky jury, or error that they're going to appeal. But ladies and gentlemen, the American jury and Bulldog Nation, Ghislaine Maxwell, Jesse Smollett, and Elizabeth Holmes are disgusting individuals. Complete frauds. This is the Bulldog. Every dog has their day. I hope today is yours.